Hello students, today we have the moral science class and today we have the chapter training and education. We know that in order to become a professional or in order to gain something, we need some kind of training. We need some kind of training. Like we are studying, it is also part of training. We are training our mind. We are learning so many things. So we are in a process. That process is, we can say, it's like a training. We are under training, or you all are under training. How you are training your mind every year and by different subjects. You are developing your mind, your thinking pattern, and you are learning so many things. So training is very important for anything. For anything. Okay, even for example cooking, if you particular thing if your mother does not know, she will ask from someone, and then she will try, she will learn, and slowly she will become perfect in that. So that process is called training. So today we will now we'll see the book, what is that in there. Training and education are the keys that together open up the lock of success for you. When we are training, we are learning so many things, and that's why it is kind of the education we are getting. Training is the process of learning the skills that you need for a particular job or activity. However, the gamut of education is much more wider than training. Gamut means here the scope of learning is so much here. Education involves understanding the academic subjects as well as practical things that occur in the life of the people. As I told you that it's like education, it's academic sessions we are going through and we are learning so many things. A good education gives all that knowledge that is required to live a good life. Education does not mean only studying the books. Other than that, you are involved in so many other activities, extracurriculum activities we are doing in school. Why? That the student has a holistic development. Following is a letter that Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the USA, wrote to his son's teacher. Now, here is a beautiful letter wrote by whom? Abraham Lincoln, a great leader. Okay, and whom he is writing? He is writing to his son's teacher. He is writing to his son's teacher. Now, see what is the words are here. What are the words here? He will have to learn, I know. Just you listen carefully, okay? You can read also. He will have to learn. He means his son. He is addressing to his son's teacher. He will have to learn, I know, that all men are not just. All men are not true. But teach him also that for every scoundrel, there is a hero. Scoundrel means a bad person, okay? But there is a hero. That for every selfish politician, there is a dedicated leader. In the society, if there is a lot of corruption is there, selfishness is there, then also there are some people, those who are really honest, genuine. Teach him for every enemy, there is a friend. There is a friend. This world we say is very bad, but reality, there are some people, there are some good friends. It will take time, I know. But teach him if you can, that a dollar earned is of far more value than £5. Teach him to learn to lose and also to enjoy winning. Steer him away from envy if you can. Teach him the secret of quiet laughter. So here, generally what we is that now this very beautiful line I liked. Teach him to learn to lose. Sometimes no, we are taught to gain. No, get that one. Okay, okay, go, grab that opportunity. We are having that in our mind. Sometimes our parents also say, grab, get it. It's yours. But they never teach us that sometimes we need to lose. If I got 10 rupees and there is a one man who is hungry, I am taught that I should have the money, I should not, I only taught that I should get, I should not give, then I will become selfish. If I lose that 10 rupees means if I give that money to that man and if he becomes happy and if in his happiness I become happy, then that is called what he is telling him, that teach him to learn to lose. Sometimes for the betterment of other, we need to lose. We need to lose. Let him learn early that the bullies are the easiest to lick. Teach him, if you can, the wonder of books. But also give him quiet time to ponder the eternal mystery of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and flowers on a green hillside. In school, teach him it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. Means that should be honesty. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him that they are wrong. Teach him to be gentle with gentle people and tough with the tough. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd when everyone is getting on the bandwagon. Teach him to listen to all men, but teach him also to filter all he hears. Like we are in the society, we have to listen so many things, but that same time we should have that whatever is not required, we should lose all those thoughts, or we should not give heed to all those thoughts which are not really beneficial for one's own growth. On a screen of truth, and take only the good that comes through. Teach him, if you can, how to laugh when he's sad. Teach him there's no shame in tears. Sometimes we think that one who cries is very weak, but actually, who is not crying, one day he may be like ending up in a kind of very pathetic condition, so-called frustration. Teach him to scoff at sins and to be wary of too much sweetness. Teach him to close his ears to howling mob and to stand and fight if he thinks he's right. Treat him gently, but do not cuddle him, because only the test of fire makes fine steel. Let him have the courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. Teach him always to have sublime faith in himself, because then he will always have sublime faith in mankind. There's a big order, but see what you can do. He's such a fine little fellow, my son. A very nice, beautiful letter. Yes, really nice. His father is writing to his son's teacher, that also not an ordinary person, the President of the United States of America. So this was a nice letter. Dear students, I wind up here. So we'll meet in the next video with the second part of this chapter. There is a small story of Janet who finds her voice. We'll understand more about this chapter. Okay? Till then, bye bye. Take care.